Hey everyone, and welcome back to Pascal's Wager, playing on Android with a backbone controller. So, after the last episode when we beat Edith Reborn, I wanted to go back and actually show an area that opens up. So if we come back here, the wreckage is now gone and you can access the beach. And you're going to want to come here for a couple reasons. One, there's a whole lot of loot. There's also a side quest to find the missing son of one of the people inside the houses. And we have another hidden cave where we can get some loot. The first thing we're going to do is get to the cave. It's another dark mist cave. Been in a few of them. Your best bet is to run in and try to find the chest before you get killed. Just go in here and you're going to transfer to the next area to do the darkness cave. It's the Lost Valley. Right behind that guy, you can see the hedgie. We'll go back and get some treasure from him. there, that's actually where we want to go to get the Andrew, the missing son of the lady that was in the house.
Those are the Demiurges who joined the revolt voluntarily. A collective
So after we get a few more things here, we can run back to the village and turn in that quest. I don't remember which door. I think it's up near the next altar. So we'll check all these doors. See which one actually has the right story in it.
History is ended. Destiny is doomed. For faith is only delaying the coming destruction.
Not that one. Now there's a time-based story. If you do it quick enough, you can buy a candle from the merchant and hand it to the one door that's talking about light. It is a timed quest though, so I can't do it because I took too long to get around to it. I think it's... is it
Go
this door?
away! Look what you've done! The Demiurges are finished. The darkness will devour us again.
Yeah, so that's where you give the candle if you have it. Which I took too long to get.
Go away. Look at what
Trying to remember which door is the lady looking for her son.
Have you found my son?
Here we go.
He has followed the footsteps of the Demiurges and is on its way to the Blessedland.
Then I'm relieved. His brothers would take good care of him. That boy always likes to keep things to himself. I have completed my mission and raised 3 Demiurge soldiers. Now, I can finally rest. Oh, before that, stranger. Another long wait. I don't know when they will come back. I just hope they're not like their father.
Alright, so the magic of editing. I'm going to get out of this area and get back to the carriage, and we'll continue on to the Blessedlands, which will be a large episode. It's a big area.
How's everything? It seems the Martian curse will eventually find everyone connected with it. Maybe this is how you went after offending the Martians. Sorry, I didn't mean to offend you. It was their greed that led to this ending. You were just forced.
I just want to get rid of this hidden danger.
Indeed, it's getting harder to suppress it. I don't know how long it will hold. How's everything?
Have you found an... Ever since I met you, I always think of my days with Teresa. And I always question the God. Why does he lead everyone to adversities?
He won't answer you, because he doesn't give a damn about anyone. He enjoys our suffering.
But suffering will end. No matter what will Teresa become, I will be with her through thick and thin.
When we arrived at the Blessedland, stay with Glenn in the carriage. There's no need for you to get involved.
I'm not going to sit and wait for the results.
Whatever happens, I need you to stay alive.
Of course I want to live, but I don't want to watch you die in front of me. Is this the only way?
No.
Terrance, you should know that there is no way back for Teresa. But there is one for you.
I must stay with her.
But do you really believe you can change your mind?
I don't know. I have to try.
What if you fail?
You don't look like a man who is going to meet his wife. What do you want to tell her? Have you thought about that?
It's none of your business. Once we arrive in the Blessedland, I don't want to see you again.
Terrance, after everything we've been through, you still don't trust me. I just want to tell you, nobody can predict the future, but as long as you stick with your faith, there can be miracles.
I can't believe these words are coming from your mouth.
It seems you know nothing about me. Trust me. Carry on and don't give up. To my knowledge, giving up halfway always leads to terrible consequences.
Alright, let's continue on to the Blessedlands. We do want to try to wrap up much of their quest, especially Viola's quest and Norwood's quest, before you get to the end of this new area. It's a really cool area, but it takes a while. It's really long. There's a lot of running around. We'll probably do a bit of a suicide run to get all the way around to open our first big checkpoint.
How has the light of the holy pillars become so weak? If it continues this way, this place will be devoured by the Sandrill. There's not much time left. Everything's changed, and it's getting worse.
Courier, don't forget that your life already belongs to Demiurges.
Right, so we'll run into her in a little bit. Probably in the next episode. Get past these guys and get to our altar, which is just past them. Alright, so remember this door? That's going to be our shortcut that we're going to get by the end of this episode. It is a huge, long loop to get it, but we'll try to get it all in one go. Just like the second zone, be careful of the water. You can fall in if you're not walking on the actual path. Ooh. They do hit harder in this level. It's definitely a skill check level. And the boss is actually pretty tough. May have to put some more stamina in Terrance. I feel like I run out of it. Alright, this gate will open up eventually for a little shortcut. And we're going to go up here. But before we do, we're just going to run down around to the outside. Alright, so we're going to have a lot of these enemies in this area. Try to look out for that. If you're right behind them, they will bend backwards and stun you. You really want to try to get on their side when you're hitting them. Try to take them out fairly quickly because they have a lot of different attacks. We actually have quite a few of them here to beat. Alright, I don't remember what this is. Huh. Tremendous crystal. There's nothing else around here, it's just that chest. And we'll go back and head up the ladder. I think this area has my favorite music in the game, especially towards the end. It's pretty intense. Oh, and don't forget this guy, got a little hedgie over here. Now we got 4 magic guys around here. Just be careful. Try not to get hit by them all. You will see that they're fighting the other guys a lot. There's a lot of that happening in this zone where the knights are fighting the other attackers. The Demiurges. Right, so you can go down there, but once you go down, you can't come back. It's a drop-off, so before that, we'll go around to the other side. Kill 2 more magic guys and get that chest. Alright, we're about to find the middle point with our first little side quest, although you kind of have to do it for the main part of this area anyways. There's a young priest or a soldier or someone lying on the ground back there. That's the knight we saw at the beginning. You can see the altar behind him. You can't drop down there, you have to drop down the other side where we came in, so that's just to catch the knight. Right, continue to the middle and get a story for finding a sword.
That's the farthest we can go. Courier. I have never seen a real courier. Please kill me with the divine sword of the proxy. That sword can dispel the curse of the Sandrils. I've been contaminated. I don't want to be a monster. The divine sword is worshipped at the altar in front of the Trinity Hall. You won't refuse a dying person, will you?
Right, so we can drop down there and get the hedgie. See him down there. And then we'll circle around and come back up there after. So these towers, there's 4 of them in total, and we'll actually get a key to open all 4 of them eventually. Just try to remember where they are. This one's usually the one I forget about, so we can't open it right now, but once we get the key, the skull key I think it's called, we'll come back and get them all. Alright, so this door's open now from our little merchant.
Oh, Courier, do you want to?
Definitely want to pick up some of the more advanced upgrade mats, like the diamond and the crystal. So, as always, be really careful with these guys. They kill you pretty quick. And since we only have one character right now, I'm going to be pretty careful. Alright, get that guy out of the way, and we'll continue on. So what I mean by this is a really long area. It takes forever to get our way back to the altar for a shortcut. Knight over there. And that's a second tower. Alright, so that's our second tower. Can't get into it again, it's locked. But there is some enemies there. Before we go there though, we're going to take out this knight, I think. Alright, and here we are back in the circle. So we've done a full circle loop, and we'll continue on past that second tower, heading our way towards a little battle with the girl we betrayed in the last area, Elena. There we got another one of those big fiery skeleton guys, kind of like a rhino dog horse. There's a chest back here, so that's why they're coming up. Assuming I don't die. Alright, let's grab that chest. Oh, not a chest, but some big bones, which are good for upgrading or for buying. So if you're running out of sanity elixirs, you can always drop one of these and just stand there for a little bit, and it will bring your sanity back up. They're also really helpful in boss fights. If you don't want to go into lunatic mode and you're struggling, you can just drop a bunch of these, and as long as you're in that area, your sanity will stay up. I don't use them much, but I will be using them towards the end of the game because the fights get significantly harder for the boss in this area and then the final area. So this part's a little hairy. I may just run for it and try to loop all the way around. There's a lot of stuff hidden here, but we can come back once we get the shortcut. And that is tower number 3. Again, we can't open it until we have a key. Just running past everybody to try to get to the shortcut. There is a chest here. We're gonna have a little fake fight coming up. You're not actually supposed to beat the character. She's supposed to actually kill you, but you don't lose anything. You come right back to the same spot. So drop down the ladder over here and get into a fake fight for a little bit. We'll give you a bit of a teaser on what her boss fight is like coming up, because we do fight her eventually.
Look, Teresa.
Even though you defeated Edith, you can never stop the revenge of the Demiurges. When the Martian witch finds the proxy, fate will be free. The child must pay.
Damn, she's completely lost.
Nothing. Help me.
She's been overcome by the vengeful will of the Demiurges, the fallen Blessedlands, the Mad Woman. This is every man's nightmare. Teresa is looking for the proxy. Perhaps the rumor is true. Maybe the proxy does hold the seal of Jacob. I think I know where Teresa is heading.
Alright, so let's continue with this underground area. Alright, so this room, there's a bunch of little closets to open. Don't open them yet, unless you have a lot more health than I do. You have to fight a bunch of guys in there, but we'll come back here afterwards to open them all.
Looks like you're not contaminated by the cinders yet. Lucky bastard.
What was that sound inside the door?
I hadn't.
Your wound looks terrible.
I was attacked by the terrible Mothman. Take this key and leave. Go back.
Right, so we'll come back there after we got our shortcut and open up those. You do need to open it for the story. And talk to this guy and pick up another quest.
Martians, Demiurges, and Couriers. It has been a long time since Blessedlands has been this lively.
You are?
I'm just an insignificant blind man courier.
Although you cannot see, you should have sensed the danger here.
Where else can I go, Courier? This place is filled with Sendrils and slaughter. Don't you think it's strange? This place is protected by the eternal light of the...
Is it because of the curse of the Martian witch?
Everyone in Blessedlands thinks so. But the power of the Holy Pillars started to fade more than 10 years ago. I, a blind man, was the only one to notice the difference. Everyone else was confused by the illusion spread by the Church. I want to find the truth, but look at me. Searching for it is... Courier, I can sense that you have doubts about what happened here. I really like you, Courier. I will wait for you at the chamber of the Trinity Hall. That place is really...
So this is where we picked up that chest by the other tower. It's just a shortcut to get back there quickly. And none of these characters will actually attack you in this little area. I don't know why, but they won't hurt you. And that elevator we're gonna take down first. I'm gonna go up and get the sword that one hurt person was talking about, the one that was lying on the ground. Maybe we'll go through those doors, not for a while though. That's the next half of this area, is through those big doors. Finally at our shortcut back to the altar. So it takes a long time. You may die a few times, but this does give you the shortcut. So run down here, open this gate, we'll get to the altar, and then we'll continue on with the second half of Blessedlands in our next episode. So this is where we came in. Those guys were all fighting each other, and we saw Elena for the first time. That's where we started. So carriage came here. And if we go the other way, we'll go back to the altar. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video as we get towards the end game of Pascal's Wager.